Jack London. Brown Wolf. Narrated by Carl Mason. She had delayed, because of the dew-wet grass, in order to put on her overshoes, and when she emerged from the house, found her waiting husband absorbed in the wonder of a bursting almond bud. She sent a questing glance across the tall grass, and in and out among the orchard trees. "Where's Wolf?" she asked. "He was here a moment ago." Walt Irvine drew himself away with a jerk from the metaphysics and poetry of the organic miracle of blossom, and surveyed the landscape. "He was running a rabbit the last I saw of him." "Wolf! Wolf! Herr Wolf!" she called, as they left the clearing and took the trail that led down through the waxen-belled manzanita jungle to the county road. Irvine thrust between his lips the little finger of each hand and lent to her efforts a shrill whistling. She covered her ears hastily and made a wry grimace. "My, for a poet, delicately attuned and all the rest of it, you can make unlovely noises. My eardrums are pierced. You out-whistle." "Orpheus." "I was about to say a street Arab," she concluded severely. "Poesy does not prevent one from being practical. At least it doesn't prevent me. Mine is no futility of genius that can't sell gems to the magazines." He assumed a mock extravagance and went on. "I am no attic singer, no ballroom warbler. And why? Because I am practical. Mine is no squalor of song that cannot transmute itself, with proper exchange value, into a flower-crowned cottage, a sweet mountain meadow, a grove of redwoods, an orchard of 37 trees, one long row of blackberries and 2 short rows of strawberries, to say nothing of a 1/4 of a mile of gurgling brook. I am a beauty merchant, a trader in song, and I pursue utility, dear Madge. I sing a song, and thanks to the magazine editors, I transmute my song into a waft of the west wind sighing through our redwoods, into a murmur of waters over mossy stones that sings back to me another song than the one I sang, and yet the same song wonderfully, transmuted. Oh, that all your song transmutations were as successful," she laughed. "Name one that wasn't." "Those 2 beautiful sonnets that you transmuted into the cow that was accounted the worst milker in the township." "She was beautiful," he began. "But she didn't give milk," Madge interrupted. "But she was beautiful now, wasn't she?" he insisted. "And here's where beauty and utility fall out," was her reply. And there's the wolf. From the thicket-covered hillside came a crashing of underbrush, and then, 40 feet above them, on the edge of the sheer wall of rock, appeared a wolf's head and shoulders. His braced forepaws dislodged a pebble, and with sharp-pricked ears and peering eyes, he watched the fall of the pebble till it struck at their feet. Then he transferred his gaze, and with open mouth laughed down at them. "You wolf, you!" and "You blessed wolf!" the man and woman called out to him. The ears flattened back and down at the sound, and the head seemed to snuggle under the caress of an invisible hand. They watched him scramble backward into the thicket, then proceeded on their way. Several minutes later, rounding a turn in the trail where the descent was less precipitous, he joined them in the midst of a miniature avalanche of pebbles and loose soil. He was not demonstrative. A pat and a rub around the ears from the man, and a more prolonged caressing from the woman, and he was away down the trail in front of them, gliding effortlessly over the ground in true wolf fashion. In build and coat and brush, he was a huge timber wolf. But the lie was given to his wolfhood by his colour and marking. There, the dog unmistakably advertised it.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.